Hello, so we are back, and this time we have a nice laptop to repair. Like usual, Acer Nitro 5, i7 and RTX graphics. The problem with this laptop, let's check the customer email. So what the customer is saying, a quote for the replacement of the charging port on my laptop. Pay attention to the words, are very important. The model is, the issue is with the charging port, the side pin, is something with the port, and I believe the port needs to be replaced. So you understand this is not a repair job. The customer doesn't want my diagnostic, yeah? What he wants, and this is a precise job, the way he's saying, I need a quote for a port replacement. Because you lose money, like we lost money on the shop a lot before learning the lesson. Usually you have a dead laptop, okay? The customer, it will think, okay, because I plug and unplug the charger, the charging port is the problem, when actually the motherboard is all shorted. So if you replace the port, yeah, the customer not only it will not gonna pay, it will also probably give you like a bad review. So we have the brand new charging port here. What the customer doesn't know, yeah, I don't take orders, and I know my text when I reply with we text, I have them written down, and it's like, okay, I can have a look. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm gonna replace the port. So we're gonna check the laptop. If the laptop is fine, yeah, like okay, nothing shorted there, okay, the laptop it's okay, then we're gonna replace the port. Otherwise, we will not gonna replace the port. Let's open the laptop quickly and let's have a look. Learn these lessons from Sorin, yeah? Remember, the customer doesn't want to diagnose. What he wants, a port replacement. I'm not saying he is wrong. I'm not saying the customer is wrong. Probably it is the port. But you can have a surprise, like, okay, the customer believe, like he's saying he's believing is the port. You as technician, you have to decide if the port has to be replaced or not. This is not disrespectful for the customer. It's like, I'm doctor, I understand your opinion, but let me decide, okay? Yeah. It's tricky, like, if the customer want to be repaired, I want the laptop to be repaired, yeah, that's fine. But this is a specific job request. All screws are out, let's open the laptop. And the laptop, it's open. Yeah, that's a classic board. So we are looking for the main power rail if it's shorted. Usually the laptops, they have charging port issues or, a dead board, they will not come on. So we're gonna check first for voltage, then the resistance. So the voltage on the battery is 15.1. Oh. Then the main power rail must be present. Probably here, no here, 15.1. The main power rail it is present. Wait, actually the battery is charged. So this laptop is coming on. We didn't check that. It's coming on, you have keyboard backlight. Oh, that's crazy, we have picture. Then most likely the customer, it is right. Let's plug a charger. Yeah, it's okay, you just have to be cautious, no matter what. Plug in the charger. And it's taking no current. Why is taking no current? I mean, just because it's not taking power, that doesn't mean it's the charging port. You have a charging circuit, you have a power input circuit. Let's check under the microscope and check the voltage. So, check here, it's an interesting design. You have a inverse voltage diode. And on the diode, we have 19.9, exactly what I told you. You have voltage on the board. What happened with the broken charging port, huh? It's not there anymore, right? So what we are checking next? Next we are checking this pin. This is the pin which it will sense the charger all the way plugged in. So this pin has 5.9 volts, you can see, and it's supposed to have 0 volts. We made some repairs on the past. All you have to do, yeah? Let me grab a tweezer. Is to short this pin to ground. This pin to ground. And now if I plug the charger, pay attention on the current. It's taking current, check that. So should start charge. No, I don't have enough current. Huh? No, I can't believe. I have a limit on my power supply. You remember we fixed one like this before, and even with 5 amps, I cannot start trigger this laptop to charge. Check there, 5 amps. You seen that? 5 amps? Yeah. So we can't really test it. And you can see the both LEDs are flashing. Does mean we don't have enough current. To plug in the charger, and initially you have the orange light. Yeah, we can't test it. But anyway, you can see it's taking current. If I take the tweezer, it's not taking current anymore. Check there, 0. Soon as I short this pin to ground, it's taking current. Check there. How it's supposed to do. If I take the tweezer out, no current. Nothing. So you see, the way how you fix this is not by replacing the port. You just forget about this. Is a bad design. Just short this to ground, this pin to ground, and she'll start taking current. Yeah, check there, it's taking current. That's the way to do it, not to replace the port, because the port has no problem. I mean, kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like, it's weak. Anyway, now I know for sure this laptop has indeed a charging port problem. And we're gonna replace because that's the job request. Yeah, the customer requests the port to be replaced. This should be like a painless job, or maybe not. We have a capacitor next to the port. That sucks. So how are we gonna replace this port? Okay, I think I know how. Wait, this is a, this is a, it's a, this is like a flex cable there. Yeah, this is a flex cable. I can't believe. Here are so many traps on this board. So let me unplug this one because I have an idea how we can do it quick. Yeah, the idea is to do it fast. And now we can lift the board. You can see, probably not, huh? Yeah. If we can lift the board, then it's easy because we cannot damage anything. We cannot melt anything. I'm gonna use some Kapton tape to cover, the things which I don't want to get heat on them, like the capacitors. Like this one. Then that connector. Like this one. And one over. Perfect. Yeah, that's all. And now we can do it. So I'm gonna use the hot air. 480 degrees, the max temperature. Keep the solder iron on standby. Let's take out the port. We can't melt anything. We are not going with the heat on this side because under we have some plastic stuff. We are heating the port and that's all. No one said anything about the battery. Can't believe. It's not the first time. It's not the first time I'm forgetting the battery there. Yeah, the focus is not on the port. Oh, okay, that sucks. And the port, it's out. That's all. That's all. Now quickly with the solder iron and 180 degree solder wire, we have to lower the solder melting temperature. like here, like here. You have to understand that 180 degrees it will bond with the one from the board, which is probably like 250, 300. So 180, it will not be 180, it will be probably 220. So don't use 180 degrees on the hot air if you are using 180 degree solder wire. Okay, so we bond the solder with the old solder. Great, let me try one more time here. You can see that, right? Yeah. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's all. That's all what you have to do. Now let's come with the new port. We have the new port. So I'm gonna use 350 degrees. You don't want to melt the port, right? (350) we should see the solder melting. Yeah, check there, the solder is melting. We are waiting for the port to go inside. You see, with 350, the plastic is not melting. You can see that. And the port is going inside, huh? Check that. Let's be sure it will go inside even on this side. And the port, it is inside. Let's quickly use the solder iron. Now let's add some solder, just to be sure the job is well done. Yeah, you don't need flux, you have flux from the solder wire. Even on the other side of the pin. Looking good. And here, good. Perfect. Great. And the middle pin, probably you can't see it, but I can see it from here. Yeah, and the middle pin, we have solder there. And that's all. Yeah, yeah, the job is done. So what do we need to do is to take our toothbrush, to take the Kapton tape. Let's not forget the connector, this one. You don't have to clean the solder. You don't have to wick the solder. It's pointed out. The solder is not like food. It's not getting bad. All you have is to create alloy. You mix the 180-degree solder with the solder from the board. And that's how you lower the solder temperature, melting temperature. Then, don't overcomplicate a simple job. Just come with the port 350. With 350, the plastic, it will not melt. And everything is back in place. Let me plug the battery. Plug in the battery. And if we are plugging the power now, Let's see, it's taking current. No. Nah. It clicked. You hear that? Yeah. So you have to click the charger in and it's taking current. You can see that. That's mean now it's fine. And if you check the voltage now on that pin, yeah, with a good port, you check the voltage on this pin and it's zero. That's how it's supposed to be. If I don't click the charger, you just plug like that, yeah, like that. You will have 19. Yeah, check that on the screen. You have 19. Yeah, but on this pin you have 5.9. Yeah, and the moment you push the charger, this pin it will get shorted to ground. Yeah, and now you have 0 volts here, and you can see it's taking current. So everything is fine. We have the orange light here, which of course is flashing because I don't have enough current. Yeah. And the laptop it is coming on. Yeah, beeping from the same reason I don't have enough current. And it's loading the windows. Fantastic. So what do you think? Huh? It's a hard job? No, it's not. It's not. To be honest, I think this is the second time I'm replacing a charging port on an Acer Nitro. These are like solid ports. Not sure if that screw was there. In 1 second. Yeah, that screw was there. Yeah. Now the surprise. The surprise is this port on eBay, the cheapest one you can find in the UK, is £16. 1/6. And I found the port on Amazon for like 10. Can you believe that? Check here. Because I ordered the port from before, now Casey is the port. Yeah, I'm gonna replace the port. Check here, 18. I ordered yesterday, the port arrived today, is like £10 on eBay. On Amazon, sorry. So this is a surprise actually to find like cheaper ports on Amazon compared with eBay. I can only assume on AliExpress it's even cheaper, but the customer needed the job done quickly. So I'm gonna stop now. I will say thank you for watching. Like, subscribe like usual. It's Sunday today, and yeah, I get bored even Sunday. And see you on the next one. Bye.